Collective, it's Intuitive Pisces Moon and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. So this week's astrological readings are going to have a focus on a few things. There's a few things going on this week. So we have on September 21st, the new moon in Virgo, which makes this a blue moon because it's now the second new moon in Virgo that we've had consecutively. So that means things that don't normally happen are going to happen. You know, that phrase, once in a blue moon. So something that's rare may occur in your life at this time. That is also included with a partial solar eclipse. So again, ending up eclipse season. So we're going to continue to see more shaked up energy with eclipse stuff going on. And then on the 22nd, that is the first day of fall, or you can call that Mabon, which this is balance between the light and the dark. This is expressing gratitude and letting go as winter approaches. So we do have a lot going on this week, and we're going to jump into your astrology signs. So if that sounds good to you, stay tuned. Hello Aquarius friends. If your sun, moon, or rising falls in the sign of Aquarius, then this is your reading. So we're going to get into this week ahead. I have pre-pulled some cards and then we will later pull some tarot for you to see what this looks like for you. So let's jump right in. This is from the Sacred Power Oracle, and we've got this card for you, Intimacy. So let's take a look at what the book says about intimacy. All right, respect your personal space and nurture your relationships. In the past, there has been fear around intimacy. Fearing to share personal thoughts, feelings, and body image has created a mindset around acceptance of how intimacy should be and how it should be approached in the future. This confusion has allowed a use and abuse of power in your relationships, resulting in miscommunication, bad breakups, and abusive relationships. If you are in a relationship right now, you are being asked to look at how you share information. Is there mutual respect? Are you both being heard? Are you giving or just taking? If you are single, now is the time to acknowledge and address any issues surrounding this loss of power, allowing you to open your heart to others in the future. Take the time to nourish and nurture your body, wear clothing that is physically appealing to you, create and make memorable moments with loved ones, and open lines of communication to support difficult topics of conversation. Your affirmation: I am open to new experiences. I honor my body with love and respect. I'm going to repeat that for you. I am open to new experiences. I honor my body with love and respect. All right, beautiful place to start here. So, Aquarians out there, let's talk about intimacy. How many of you are like, ugh, I don't want to talk about that? Well, then this reading is for you, absolutely. So there's something that you're being called right now to do, which is feel in your heart something, anything. Dig in there and pull it out. So, especially in relationship dynamics, okay? What in your past situations or current situations have words, conversations, information done in your relationships? Have words that you have expressed been used against you, which has led you to a fear of intimacy? Or are you wide open and like, yeah, I'm going to tell you everything about me? So use that as a point to access information and know where you stand, okay? Like, use it as a starting point. If you know already that there's things that you're like, nope, I can't tell people that because they'll judge me or whatever, you know, there's something there that needs to be healed, all right? So once we open our hearts, then healing can occur. So we're just going to leave that at that. The The next card that came out for you was number 20, the Harvest Moon. It says, slow your heart and move gently into the coming to self, or coming of self, sorry. Slow your heart and move gently into the coming of self. So this feels like you are becoming your authentic self. So you're healing things from the past. You're vibrating at your authentic frequency, which is beautiful because, man, Aquarians are all about that authenticity, right? Even if it means waving your freak flag and, you know, being weird, whatever that is. I'm glad that you're going through this, because this is honestly a trait that so many other signs out there respect about you and honor you for this. So if there's any aspect of you that's, I don't know if you can hear the cat howling in the background there, but it's almost making me lose my train of thought. Don't get distracted. That's the message. We're gonna move on. I need to. All right, your animal spirit that came out is the cosmic egg. So we're gonna read on what that one is. The cosmic egg. This is completion, harmony, the infinite within the finite. The cosmic egg is the final card in the journey of the animal spirit deck, and it represents the unfolding of cosmic consciousness. This state emerges after we have tread the path for quite some time, and through self-effort and grace, we experience self-realization. A sense of contentment and oneness spontaneously arises within us, and the veils of our self-limiting beliefs are lifted. When the essence of the cosmic egg has not been activated, we may feel as if we'll never get there, or that we travel alone, disconnected from others. Even if our encounter with this card is brief, appearing as a momentary glimmer or flash of interconnectedness, its potent energy stays with us. The cosmic egg is a remedy for the fragmentation of modern life. It's through the power of this card that we are reminded of the cosmic contract written at the beginning. We hold on to life, and life holds on to us. The journey is complete, but it does not end. So this is tied to your 7th chakra, your crown chakra, which is at the top of your head. One of the aims of yoga and meditation practice is to channel energy from the base of the spine upward toward your crown chakra. Each of the 6 lower chakras play an important role along this journey. And once the final epicenter of consciousness is activated, it is said to radiate the light of 1,000,000 suns. 1,000,000 suns. 1,000,000 suns. So, wow, that is pretty beautiful. I mean, even just this image on the card looks kind of like your kundalini, right? The kundalini is a snake. It starts at the base of your spine and it goes all the way up. So it's kind of like feeling like you've opened something up. Hi, kitty. So what is it that you're opening up here? It's your coming of self. It feels very much like you are finally starting to see that inner you, the you that you truly are, the authentic self, and not necessarily who people have named you to be. And I'm saying that whether it was relationship based, you know, maybe you got into relationships and either expected your partner to fall into line of who you thought they should be, or you were expected to fall into line of who that other person thought you should be. And I've been in scenarios where both have been the case, right? Like you tell somebody, oh, I don't like this about you, and they change that. But maybe that's not who they truly are, you know? So we need to accept people as they are. in their whole authentic self. All right, let's see what else we got for you here. We've got the Hawk Vision. So this feels like you're seeing things from a different perspective now. I'm getting that something was hard for you to see before. And again, going deep into your inner self, like who are you really, you know? I don't know if you were looking at yourself in the mirror and didn't recognize what was there, or you just were really deeply trying to figure out, like this feels like some deep soul searching, right? You're like, who am I really? I don't know if I identify with these friends that I have anymore. I don't know if I want to be like my family are. You're like, who am I? Like this does feel like some soul searching. All right, let's jump into the tarot and see what else we have going on here for you. Thank you. We have the Five of Cups. Ooh. All right. What this is giving me here, which is interesting because I don't always pick up on this with this card, but I am right now with you. This feels like soul fragments being left in past lives or in past relationships. And there being almost some sort of sadness about the loss. And that's why you've done this soul searching to figure out who you truly are. Because you've given up pieces of yourself in past relationships. And now it's like your soul is longing for those pieces to be back. Like, go find those soul fragments and let's put it all together back into our whole self, you know? Like, what this is also giving me is, you know, the saying that when somebody passes or, you know, again, you come out of a relationship, people will say something to the effect of, you'll always have a piece of my heart or something like that, you know, or I'll never be whole again. It's that kind of thing that this card's giving me, where you've left bits and pieces of yourself scattered about. And so your soul is longing for those pieces to come back home. The Fool card. All right. This is a new beginning. The start on the Fool's journey. What else? The Nine of Cups. All right, that's ultimate fulfillment and happiness here. Temperance, that's balance. I love it. That's also Sagittarius. So you're seeking what makes you happy. What brings you fulfillment? And it feels like it's because you had to go through something here. There is loss. And again, I'm getting loss of self, loss of identity. But it's now got you in search of more. What brings you fulfillment? What brings you balance? And I'm also seeing, you know, with this card, we have the balance of the masculine and feminine energy too. So that's also a different form of balance. Bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. What else? The Six of Pentacles, another card with balance. Reciprocity. Yeah, okay. So this is about past relationships where there was not equal give and take. Either you gave too much and the other person just took, or maybe there were times when you were the one that was taking too much and the other person was over giving. Take that as it resonates, because it could have gone both ways. And again, I've had relationships where it went both ways. Sometimes you're the overgiver and sometimes you're the overtaker. The undertaker. So Nine of Wands at the bottom. It does feel very much like your soul just couldn't handle anymore. Something had to give. That's what this is giving me. And the Ace of Cups is here, which is so amazing because now this is a fresh new start. It could be in love. Again, we have intimacy up here. But it's a renewal in love. Maybe you're starting to pour that energy back into yourself now instead of expecting somebody else to do it for you. I love that for you. It's giving and taking in a balanced way, but also approaching a situation being happy in your own skin. Yeah, there does feel like there's been a soul retrieval here. All right, let's see what else we can get here. Tell me more about this situation. What else do we have for Aquarius? Thank you. All right, we have sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start, definitely. Then we have the wreath, sorrow over a loss. Yeah, that's the Five of Cups there. It's literally like these two cards are mimicking each other perfectly. I think your soul just, like I said, it got exhausted. It wanted you to just kind of cry it out and move on. We have boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. All right. Yep, that's going to make you super ecstatic. All right. We have mountain road. You are on the road to success. Clouds, temporary problems, and wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. That's the temporary situation. But what this feels like is you've reached this point. And I feel that you had to come to this conclusion on your own. And that's what made you go deeper into finding that self. Because you ran into problems. You felt like your life was just going on aimlessly. Like, it almost feels like what I just saw was a picture of someone dropping to their knees and, like, hands to the sky and going, what does it all mean? Like, what does it all mean? You've got to find that for yourself, right? Each of you has a different meaning and a different purpose. And for someone out there, you're with this fresh start, it's not only a renewal in love, but something that's creative. New creative ideas, new ventures. You're moving towards something that you enjoy doing. And even with this vision card here, it does feel like you've seen something, like maybe you did get a vision, like a premonition of what life could be in some sense, right? And you're like, I want that. I don't want to just keep going aimlessly, you know? That looks fun. Let me go pursue that. All right. Let's get you an angel number. We have 1001, spiritual awakening, new beginnings, personal growth, embracing creativity, finding your path, inner peace, and transformation. You're entering a new phase in your spiritual journey. While it may feel like a dark night of the soul, know that this is part of your awakening. You are on a path to enlightenment, and this challenging period will soon pass. Trust in the process of growth and transformation. And then we have your journal prompt. Do I know all my strengths, and am I using them? We all have superpowers, but it's up to us to uncover them. When we live and lead with our strengths, we are able to show up in a zone of genius. This inspires others to do the same. Today's soul action. Ask yourself, How can I use one of my soul gifts today to contribute to this open and ready world? So that's also part of the soul searching here, the coming of self, right? What are your strengths and how are you using them? There's something here that you've seen as part of a vision with a new creative idea, a new venture, that you're like, I'm going to do that. Maybe you didn't see a future with that particular idea before, but something was just recently shown to you. And it feels like you had to go back and again access these lost soul fragments and put them all back together, you know, so that you can be your whole self and move forward. All right, so my Aquarius friends, this has been your reading. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you enjoyed this reading and it resonated with you, go ahead and give it a like, share, subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. That would help the channel. And if it didn't resonate with you, that's okay. Go ahead and check out one of your other signs that falls into your sun, moon, or rising, and you could put the pieces together that way. But I wish you all a lifetime of happiness, health, wealth, abundance, and so much love. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.